2025. Welcome to Mwangaza Prime News. My name is Kelvin Kariba. Welcome as we roll out some of the top stories that have happened today. Welcome. As pressure mounts over the rocky rollout of the Social Health Authority (SHA), the National Assembly Committee on Health has launched a nationwide fact-finding mission to assess the scheme's effectiveness. The committee visited Nyahururu County and Referral Hospital in Laikipia County, where MPs Mary Maingi and Paulina, their goal was to identify loopholes in the implementation of SHA and propose reforms. The lawmakers noted that while the scheme is operational in some facilities, it is failing to cover primary healthcare services at hospitals below level 4, leaving many patients without support. Their findings are expected to shape recommendation for strengthening SHA and addressing alleged fraud and management. Maureen Wanjiru has more to this story.
We really want to traverse the whole country to just see how well SHA scheme is working so that we can serve Kenyans better. Okay, for the primary health care, that is the PHF, they are not paying. They only pay when they are referred now to a level 4. This is a level 4, but this is one of the level 4s that has been picked to offer primary health care. So they are not paying when they go to dispensaries, that is level 1, 2, 3, and some level 4s. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. This is one of the facilities in Laikipia where SHA is working and working so well. It's even working in their minds, because the moment you get into this facility, there's a SHA desk, and we have found very, very committed and enthusiastic members of this medical team sensitizing patients on the reasons why they should register for SHA. In fact, more than 70% of the patients that are seen or are attended to in this facility are SHA registered. Only a few that are not registered, and they are working on it. And every stop, every station where there's a payment interaction between this facility and SHA, there's someone who is explaining about SHA. So if you need to pay out of pocket, they are sensitizing you on the benefits of registering, and that's how it is working. Most of the people are registered here. Over 70%, say 80%, and they are busy working on the balance.
This facility has received a substantial amount from SHA. Like since it started up to today, they received like close to 176 million. That is a good amount, around 74%. So we still have 26% pending. And that's what we are going to follow up, so that they get the whole amount that will be rolled out to the service delivery to this facility. The other challenge they mentioned is the paperwork, that before they finish, it will have taken them a bit of time, but that will indicate that they will need to have the process shortened, so that patients do not get a lot of time in the registration desk, but also that can also delay their service access. So those are the few challenges that we have identified, but otherwise we are happy. We have even interacted with some patients, and patients have testified that SHA is working, they have benefited out of SHA from this facility. So the few gaps that are there are going to be corrected, and SHA will be able to benefit all the Kenyans.
Still on SHA, Laikipia East MP Mwangaza has called on Kenyans to register in large numbers for Social Health Authority SHA scheme to ensure timely and affordable access to medical treatment. Speaking during an empowerment program in Mugutuni, Tharaka Nithi County, Mwangaza revealed that the government is reviewing the SHA contribution model, reducing the upfront payment requirement from 12 months to 4 months. Additionally, he noted that the state will fully cover insurance premiums for 1.5 million vulnerable Kenyans.
Na watu wananielezea SHA shida yao ni moja. Yule mtu ambaye analipishwa mwaka mzima na yeye ni mkulima mdogo na anaitishwa alipe 6,000 ama 7,000 mwaka mzima, hawezani na hiyo maneno. Na kwa hivyo watu wanaomba kwamba hata kama SHA inalipishwa, na tunashukuru serikali kwanza, manake wameondoa mwaka moja wamesema tuwe tukilipa miezi 4. Sijui kama mko na hiyo taarifa. Hamuna hiyo taarifa? Saa hii SHA hatulipi mwaka moja. SHA unalipa miezi 4. Miezi ngapi? Lakini bado watu wanalia. Wanauliza rais, angalau irudishwe mwezi moja ama miezi 2. Si ndio hiyo mnasema? Lakini tupongeze serikali kidogo kwa sababu tumeteremsha kutoka mwaka moja mpaka miezi ngapi? Kwa hivyo saa hii miezi 4 inatakikana. Namba 2, SHA kujiandikisha ni bure. Kwanza kujiandikisha. Na tena kuna 1.5 million ambaye hawatalipa SHA, serikali itawalipia. Maneno ya masomo, na msikiza vizuri. Maneno ya masomo, tumeondoa maneno ya band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 5. Tumesema watu wa apply vile walikuwa na apply. Na tumesema karo ya university ni kutoka 5,000 na yule analipa bei kubwa sana ni 75,000. Wale wengi watalipa 20, 25, 28, hiyo ndio pesa ya university. Na hiyo tayari wale wameenda university wameanza kupongeza serikali kwa hiyo maneno. Kwa hivyo tunajua ile shida kubwa ambayo tulikuwa naye ni ya university, lakini ile bado tunabaki naye ni ya SHA. Jameni, serikali inaomba in the next 3-4 months tuone vile tunaendelea na tuendelea kusikiza.
And now at State House, President William Ruto has reaffirmed Kenya's commitment to strengthening its long-standing partnership with the United States, emphasizing robust trade under the African Growth and Opportunity Act (AGOA) and cooperation in democracy, counter-terrorism and defense. Speaking at State House, Nairobi, the president highlighted growing ties with the state of Nebraska, particularly in diaspora engagement, skills development, student training, tourism and agriculture and labor exchange. He made the remarks while witnessing the signing of a historic memorandum of understanding between Kenya and Nebraska, signed by the Principal Secretary for Diaspora Affairs, Lozin Njogu, and Nebraska Secretary of State, Robert Evnen. And now, switching gears to another story, President William Ruto advisors on women rights Harriet Chigai has called on the private sector to take an active role in the fight against gender-based violence, describing it as a major barrier to women's empowerment and economic inclusion. Speaking during a high-level leaders' breakfast meeting in Nairobi with key industrial stakeholders, Chigai emphasized the urgent need for collaborative partnership that will create safe and inclusive spaces for women at home and in the workplace.
President's advisors on women rights, Harriet Chigai, has called on the private sector to work hand in hand with the government in the fight against gender-based violence, saying the vice remains a major obstacle to realizing the full potential of women. Speaking at a high-level leaders' breakfast meeting in Nairobi, which brought together key stakeholders defending women's rights and empowerment, Chigai emphasized that the private sector must play its role within a system that aims at completely eliminating gender-based violence.
When you look at the society at large, if you leave one segment of the society out, there's nothing we are solving. It's a roller coaster, and we are going to demonstrate that. So through interventions across counties, we have touched widows and orphans, survivors of GBV, and communities. Our mission is larger than empower 5 million women socioeconomically, and that is our target.
On her part, the president advises on national security, Ambassador Monica Juma, painted an attractive picture revealing that statistics show nearly 300,000 women were at risk in their own homes during the COVID-19 pandemic. The meeting also brought on board financial institutions providing financial knowledge to women, with a call to ensure women have access to loans and capital to grow their businesses. Ambassador Juma further called for the recruitment of more female officers, noting that they play a critical role in the fight against gender-based violence.
All the widows who have land, we shall assist them establish. As Commodities Fund, we can do that as well and say, since we are supporting the smallholder farmers, any widow who needs to establish, we will give them, a no interest loan until, with a long grace period. Come show us this is your land. We shall establish for you. When you start harvesting in 2 years, we start deducting the loan. So there are a lot of things you can do for widows.
Reporting for Mwangaza TV Prime News, I'm Evelyn Wangari.
And that story voiced by Evelyn Wangari helps us to switch to another story. The Parliamentary Service Commission is adopting emerging technologies including artificial intelligence AI to enhance efficiency, reduce paperwork and strengthen public engagement in the legislative process. Speaking at the PSC exhibition stand during the Mombasa International Agricultural Society of Kenya show, ASK, Harrison Owino, chairman of the Parliamentary Task Force Committee, said the move is part of the broader push to digitize parliamentary content and improve access to information.
Through parliamentary debate is where we come up with legislations and policies that support the climate change and also sustainable economic growth. Out of those policies, we can be able to influence the agricultural activities, and which is the backbone of our economy. And therefore, that is key for us in this particular aspect. The second aspect of our exhibition this year is around media table, where we have invited members of the Agriculture Committee, members of Broadcasting Committee, and members of the Commission. They'll be able to discuss matters that relate to the theme of this year's International SK show. And that makes a great difference. Other areas that we are going to exhibit include the history of Parliament, how Parliament has evolved up to date. In 1907, we had only 7 members. Right now, we have 349 members of the National Assembly and 67 members. How many legislation have we come up with? And those legislation, how do they relate to the theme that we have today? And what are the current legislation that are before the National Assembly and that which are on the Senate? And how does it affect the climate change and agricultural production, and of course the sustainability of our economy? That is why we are here, and we are here to participate. We are here to invite the Kenyans to come and be able to join us in this exhibition and experience the kind of services that we offer as Parliamentary Service Commission. The reason why we have come down here, we want to limit a student coming to Nairobi to see what is happening in Parliament. Once they'll come here, they'll get that experience. In other counties, we plan to go to showcase in various shows that are going to happen in other counties.
And from that story, we are taking a short commercial break, but we have more lined up for the bulletin.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Kemuma Engineering Systems tumetambulika kwa uuzaji wa vyombo na vifaa vya usalama kama vile CCTV, intruder alarm systems, electrical fencing, razor wire, intercom systems, access control systems, automatic gates, general electricals, fire and smoke alarm system, na fire extinguishers, solar panels, batteries, inverters, na charger controllers. Tutembelee leo. Duka zetu ziko Nairobi, junction ya Kamae Road na Gaberon Road. Duka la pili, Nyandarua House, orofa la pili, room 204, Pwani Guest House, na Mark Plaza Kasarani, opposite Kasarani Police Station. Tupigie simu 0793 949494 au 0793 494949 au 0758 121212. Kemuma Engineering Systems. We mind your security.
Magonjwa yanapobisha hodi huwa ni vikwazo kwa wengi, huku wengi wakitaabika. Lakini subiri, ufahamu bora kuhusu kudhibiti magonjwa. Matibabu ni njia moja ya kuhakikisha kwamba mzima wa afya. Tunaanza kwa ufahamu kutoka kwa wataalamu wa matibabu, kisha tunafanya utafiti sote kwa pamoja ili tujifunze mawili matatu kuhusiana na afya zetu. Ungana nami Mariam Kendi kila siku ya Alhamisi baada ya taarifa za Mwale saa 1 tunapoangazia makala ya Jua Afya Yako.
Wiki jana ndani ya Life Garage.
Mimi strength yangu kwa sababu unanisahau ni kama sinanga strength is to make, unaona huyu kazi yake ni make sure watu wame travel ticket nini. Mimi ukinipatia hiyo watu wataenda Qatar.
But after the pressure, I think when I saw people later lying down
and crying
for God in all the sessions, all of them.
Yes.
It brought me to tears, because I was like, that pressure of running, you don't have this, you don't have that, all of it, you just look and you're like, this is what I don't mind running for. Because God is glorified, God is exalted.
Event, ukiona event, watu wanafikiria event ilifanyika, lakini kuna gharama kubwa. Alafu unaona watu kwa social media wanapiga msanii ati wamelipisha.
I'll tell you for free, TikTok carries Gen Zs.
Yes.
More than any other generation. Instagram, millennials, Gen Zs.
Yes.
Facebook carries the people with money.
Msitu ya Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden.
Yes.
Very easy.
Ngoja, wacha nisome swali tena. Eden.
The fruit was not specified.
By the way.
The fruit is not mentioned.
Ungana na Mihona Kenyanist, kijana mtanakoti, kila siku ya Ijumaa kuanzia saa 8 mchana hadi 11 jioni. Na marudio ni kila Jumamosi saa 3:30 usiku. Life Garage, where Jesus is made.
Beauty is skin deep. Are you looking for a place to acquire the skills to render professional beauty services? Welcome to Jewel Professional College, the School of Cosmetology. Jewel Professional College, we offer hairdressing, massage therapy, a beauty specialty for occasions. Come and get the best training in areas of beauty, makeup, artistry, special, nail extensions, manicure and pedicure, hairdressing, dreadlocks, grafting and retouch, facial treatment, massage therapy and many more. We have experienced tutors who give high-quality lectures to take you through professional beauty and grooming training experience. Join Jewel Professional College to realize your dreams of becoming that beauty expert. Visit us at Jewel Complex, 6th floor, or call us on 0701 300 071. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Ukiwa na biashara yako ambayo ungependa imfikie mteja wako vyema na kwa njia sabamba, zungumza nasi kupitia 0758487904, 0758487904. Mwangaza TV ni tumaini la biashara yako.
Tazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
And thank you so much, our dear viewer, for keeping it tuned at Mwangaza Television, and welcome to our second segment of Mwangaza Prime News. And switching on to Narok County. Narok County, in collaboration with the national government and the National Agricultural Value Chain Development Program, has unveiled a mass vaccination campaign targeting foot and mouth disease among livestock. Speaking during the announcement, Deputy Governor Tamalinye Koech said that the initiative will be rolled out following farmers training, sensitization and registration through the e-voucher system to ensure vaccine safety and effectiveness. Our reporter Wamboi Sylvia has more to this story.
Narok County Government, in partnership with the national government and the National Agricultural Value Chain Development Program, has unveiled a new initiative to safeguard livestock farmers through mass vaccination against foot and mouth disease.
The government now seeks to extend subsidies to the livestock sector. The priority action under this program is to vaccinate our livestock in this county against notifiable disease, and specifically it will focus on foot and mouth disease, abbreviated as FMD.
Deputy Governor Tamalinye Koech has said that the program will roll out after farmers training, sensitization and registration under the e-voucher system. He has also assured the public that all vaccines will be procured exclusively from Kenya Veterinary Vaccines Production Institute to guarantee safety and quality.
This vaccination will take place after farmers have registered the animals in the e-voucher system and undergo a sensitization program. This program will be managed at the ward level through existing farmer cooperatives under NAFCDP. Each ward will have a committee comprising farmers' representatives, chiefs, ward administrators, and livestock extension officers.
The government has also extended subsidies to ease the burden on farmers and ensure wide uptake of the program, which is expected to be officially launched at the end of September once the preparations are complete.
We are targeting 1.1 million cows, and in case farmers have not been registered through that program, they will have that opportunity to be registered.
Wamboi Nganga reporting for Mwangaza Prime News.
In a significant boost to the education sector, Kirigara Girls High School has unveiled a newly constructed modern multi-purpose hall thanks to a partnership between the government and Mabati Rolling Mills. The facility, which features modern amenities, is expected to benefit over 2,000 students by providing a conducive space for academic gatherings, examinations, assemblies and co-curricular activities. The new hall replaces an old makeshift iron sheet structure that had long been inadequate and unsuitable during harsh weather, offering a safer and more spacious environment for learning and student engagement.
Kwa hivyo hii project sio Safale Marine Foundation peke yake. Kuna serikali, Ministry of Education has made wamechangia. Najua Parents Teachers Association pia wamechangia. Kuna marafiki wengine wametoka maeneo mbalimbali. Sana sana wale wako hapa karibu pia wamechangia. Kwa hivyo sisi usaidizi tumeleta katika hii project ni roofing. Yeah. Vile mmeona hiyo roofing ni roofing ile iko na design unique. Sababu wasichana wale wanasoma hapa, tunajua watasoma watoke hapa kwa shule ili baadaye warudi wasaidie community.
Prior to this construction of the multipurpose hall, our girls had no room where they could fit. We had a dining hall that was a Mabati structure, an old Mabati structure that was also very small to accommodate all the girls. We have a population of 800 girls. Last year we had 1,200 girls, so they could not fit in the hall. So the coming of Mabati Rolling Mills was such a blessing to us because we wanted to do a building that will accommodate the girls now and the future growth of the school. We went out looking for partners, and fortunately enough, a friend of this school, Bwana Kinoti, helped us to link up with MRM, and MRM accepted to help us out, and we are very happy that finally Kirigara Girls has a roof over the multipurpose hall.
We have partnered and we have sponsored them by giving them a roof. The quality, the roof that was given was max cover in 28 gauge, just to match the area that is in Kobo in terms of from a sustainability perspective and from a quality aspect. MRM as a brand stands for quality and we believe in partnerships.
Kwa sababu ile mahali pa kukulia kama dining ilikuwa ndogo na haingewatosha wakulia ndani, walikuwa wanakula in shifts. Yaani wale wanakuja hii, alafu wengine wanaenda wanarudi, na ilikuwa ni shida.
And that story marks the end of our bulletin tonight. Thank you so much for choosing Mwangaza to inform you tonight. My name is Kelvin Kariba and our sign language interpreter was Lauren Wamboi, and together have yourself a lovely evening.